Hello, and I hope you liked my humoristic video about Satanist. I'm not a Satanist at all, actually. I just am kind of a. You may call me an enlightened shaman, and I don't follow one specific god. I follow a lot of different gods, and and I work mostly as a spiritual diplomat. I'm trying to be diplomatic about things. The gods made me un, the gods made the being I am a hybrid human, hybrid god. So in the spiritual world, I'm kind of like a god and immensely powerful, but on Earth, I'm just as powerful as any other human being. I am indulged in magic, and therefore I wear black. It's only because I do magic, and the gods say that all magic are kind of bad. But I think they are most worried about what can happen when you do magic. I have become such high in magic, like Dumbledore status at some point, that I could just think about something and then that happened. For example, I had a, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a scar here, and when I came into a certain state at some point in my life about 2 years ago, I could just drag my finger on the flesh wound, and then flesh wound shut in front of my eyes. And that's the first time I actually saw something really intensely in front of my eyes. So I can do certain magics, and I'm an enlightened shaman. I know that gods, angels, and demons. I know that there is a good side and a bad side, so to say, and I'm here in the middle with all of you other guys at Earth, and we we are we are between the good and evil, but almost everybody that's on Earth is really a good person, in my view. I think that if anybody is fighting another person, person has good intention of making the other person stop fighting. That's how I view it. But if and I also have indulged in learning how evil people think, that good people do evil things to with good intentions, so something should become good. But evil people, they do bad things, so something should be bad. I'm pretty learned about the good and evil in that way, that I'm pretty enlightened in what how you can think and how you can act, and how you can express yourself and how you can better the world. Sometimes the balance about good and evil need to stabilize, and we have come to a lots of times where even hell stopped burning for a while. Like we have been trying much, and I consider myself, I'm wise in that way, that I actually want. I'm so wise. I know I'm not wise, but I want. If you are to choose between good and bad all the time, you always choose the good way. That's a wise decision, because if you choose the good way, it's almost wise. Sometimes it can be bad too, but you should choose the good way always. And that's what I have learned. Like, you can't fight fire with fire. You need to put out fire with water, or any other method. So fighting fire with fire is can work if your fire is bigger than that fire. But the thing is that things becomes to burn more when you fight a small fire with your big fire. I have burned in black fire, so I'm protected from black fire, but not physical fires, only spiritual. So whatever evil shit, excuse me for swearing, someone is sending to me, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. They can send plasma at me and I can't feel it. That's how tortured I was before. So I have become immune to spiritual things, like this little wizard Voldemort guy, so to say. He tried to torture me, and it just tickled, kinda for real. I didn't even feel it. It was like a uh, anyhow. In my world, I'm a psychic. The most magics I know almost every single magic there is in here. Medium, read thoughts, hear thoughts, feel what another person is mean. I can look straight into a person and see if they are lying or if they are telling the truth. And a lot of other things, but I'm not supposed to tell everything because maybe there are people getting jealous about something stupid as evolved abilities. And these evolved abilities, they aren't always that pleasant, especially when you are a hybrid and knows a lot of different things. I do mostly white magic. I do white magic to 99%. I'm so to say an aurora in that field, but the magic is mostly in the spirit world. The magic is almost never in the physical world. It's sometimes in the physical world. For example, in this video I try to maybe enlighten people, lift them up, and do something, tell you something. And I can tell you this much: there are gods, there are different gods, there are many gods, and why there are many gods we don't really know, but it's like it's the same principle of having many humans, and all of the gods can work as a teacher uh, that teaches humans on how to be some kind of a perfect being in spirituality. So teachers or jailers, you may call them whatever you want. Like a god is a high spiritual being, is a high spiritual being, not like a human. They can take different forms, they can do a lot of magics, they can enchant your life with good things, they can enchant your life with bad things if you're bad. They don't really like to do that because they are fighting evil. And why there are much evil on earth really is because there are so many different gods. So sometimes they fight each other with evil, and sometimes they are making good things with each other, and that I like a music between like, for example, Divine Moments of Truth by Spongel with Astrix, which is the Gothic, and then Spongel, which is the Mushroom God, and then there are a couple of more. So their gods work through humans. We aren't aware of most thing that happens with humans. Uh, I can't speak. That wasn't what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that they work through us like we are chess pieces on a chessboard. Right now I wear black, but I'm really white. I just wear black because of that I'm dealing with magics. And when you're dealing with magics, most god thinks that is bad because they think you are competing with gods into doing different things. And I don't want to compete. I just want to make the world a better place like everybody else. I have a big sense of that. I have become, at some point at my existence, like a half a year ago, I become such a nice and innocent person again, like I was a child, and kind of, and I'm still pretty innocent. And now there's a ghost knocking in my apartment. Anyhow, and I wear this little Illuminati triangle. As I understood it, the triangle up is good, and the triangle down is bad. So I work for the good forces, and it's impossible to be 100% good all the time. But I'm like 99% good person, and I know there are people getting jealous and hate when you say that. But I'm trying to do the best of my abilities to make as a humanistic human shaman, because that is what I actually believe I am. Mixed race, shamanistic, diplomatic shaman that are just trying to better the world, and that is my own goal and mandate. What I think I should be doing. Uh, Recently, I collapsed, and I collapsed big. I collapsed immensely and intensely. I was weak. I had demonic attacks on me, and demonic attacks often come when you're doing such great and good things. When you're so close to achieving something so good, they are attacking you because you are doing the world a better place. So often, when you are attacked by bad things, that means only that they want to destroy the good things that you are doing, and you shouldn't let them. You should just, so to say, burn them in fire, really, if they attack you. It doesn't always work. So you need to be extremely witty and do a lot of different things to keep those bad spirits away from you, because there are so much things that can happen. Like this Illuminati triangle with an eye in it is an extremely powerful protection. Not extremely maybe, but it's a very good protection. Because that god has sacrificed himself to do magic to better the world, and and therefore he can counter them with evil but good intention, because he's a white god that are doing bad magic against bad to become everything should become good. And now I feel a little like I'm disappearing, but um, there are a lot of things that can happen in the universe. I know that nothing is impossible. If you would like to learn to walk through walls, you could. Just be careful, because you can fall down through the floor too, so you should be extra careful. You shouldn't walk through walls or learn how to walk through non-physical things, because there is gravity, and if you learn to walk through walls, you will basically get sucked down to the core, mostly. So be really careful with magic, because anything can happen. It's a much broader and bigger world, and the bigger world is the magical world is a big place, big place. They, all the gods think I should quit this, but I don't, because I just think that is my totem actually. Don't tell anyone that. I'm trusting you who watch this video. uh, and well, I have a little. I have seen aliens, but I've seen a specter at my home. I've seen much spiritual things that are living in the spiritual dimension. Sometimes there are angels, there are demons, there are a lot of different things. And I'm really good at helping myself, so I don't need much help from the good forces, really. But I have seen aliens. I have seen there are much beings in the universe. All us humans aren't that like us mutant monkeys, so to say. My fellow mutant monkeys, we aren't that big in the universe. We are pretty uncomplex beings. We like mostly to just watch TV or the computer, and we like to have a cup of coffee or a Coca-Cola. We like to have a glass of water or milk to the food, or wine or something, and then we like to just eat good food, sleep, go to the toilet, and we like all of these basic things that everybody is doing. And we also share wearing clothes, and we also share being existers. So we all exist. The gods exist, and us humans exist, and everybody is existing. So what we should be worried about really are the negativity that I was a pessimist earlier in my life. Why? Because I was always pleasant surprise. I always got pleasant surprises when I was pessimistic. But I saw the world in such blackness. So, what happened when I become an optimist? My energies did rise. I became calmer. I became more stress-free. I became more naive, sure. I become more innocent-minded. I became kinder. I actually saw the good in other people to a better degree than when I was a pessimist. So when I become an optimist, I think it's better to be sadly disappointed than have pleasant surprises sometimes. That's what I think. And more about that. I said I was a hybrid human, hybrid god, and that is actually a truth. That is true. And I'm living here with you at Earth because I like um, being with you at Earth. Basically, it's because I don't know anything other than to be with you and to love my family and such. But I would really have a girlfriend. That's what I really want. If I want anything, I want a good girlfriend, and I want to live in the woods, in a house, and I want to have lots of love, lots of sex, and I would like uh, a child, maybe, but I have a philosophical idea about that having a child is evil, because I think that the world has become such a horrible place in so many ways, at so many places, that we shouldn't make more children. We should be unselfish that way and not make more children because of that is climate unfriendly. And if you aren't gonna listen to me, listen to yourself. What is right? What is really right? Follow your heart, but still think with your brain what is like follow your heart, but also take the right way with this. Know what way to take here. Feel with your heart or gut feeling, so to say, heart or gut feeling, where to take the right way, and stay away from all kinds of darkness. Let the professionals handle darkness, because there are a lot of darkness in this world, like just basic a lot of things. And my hobbies is that I like to think much about different things, and that's basically it. So I have done a lot of spiritual inventions, for example, a crystal that sucks in pain from all over the universe. I have also done, so to say, avatar, spiritual being that is bouncing around in all of the dimensions, taking away pain from people, because I don't like pain, and I don't think anybody else does. So that I've done too. And now I need to quit the video. I've done more spiritual invention, but thanks for listening to me. Goodbye.